Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Ryan Hale from Hookup in Oak Hill Outdoor. Joining me today is Tim Sanow. We're going to cover a variety of topics here today. Rolling into fall, great time of year. I have a few announcements to make. We have a trunk or treat this Sunday, October 31st from 1 to 3. Bring the kids down here. We got several events. It's Halloween. Get some goodies. We also want to announce we have a full bar now here at Oak Hill Outdoor, so you can get your drinks. We have complimentary food on the weekends, and we have 10 flat screens in the location now, so you can watch your football games. We still have our hunting gear sales 20% off, so if you need anything, come on down. Still in waterfowl season, bow season, Tim. Those bucks are about ready to start rutting here, aren't they?
They are.
Yep.
It's the time to be out.
And pheasant opener, the big opener this weekend's pheasant. So, again, come on in if you need any gear. November 27th is our big ice show, so we're about a month out from that. We'll have several vendors here. We do have product in the store if you want to shop early. Want to announce we have some Silkies here. We're lucky enough to get some Silkies. I was able to get 24 packs. We're already down to 11, so very hard to get item this year. If you're interested, I have 11 left. We got 2 colors. Berkeley Stunnas, the deep divers, the 6 to 10. We got the perch back in, so a few people asked me, make an announcement. We've got them back in, the 6 to 10 foot perch Stunnas. These are great jerk bait. We were lucky enough to get 12 packages of deer slugs. So I've got some 2 3/4. I got some 3-inch here. So if you need any slugs for upcoming deer season, shotgun 1 and 2, we got those. We got some target loads here that are priced really low here. So Tim, I'm going to hand it over to you. You've been on an awesome walleye bite in the river and the lakes. If you could just touch on some of that.
Sure. Right now is the time to be out for walleyes. The next time is spring, but right now the fall walleye bite is hot. They are in the feed mode. I know a lot of things going on right now with people watching football and seasons coming up, deer hunting and pheasants, but if you want walleye, you need to be out, get off the couch from watching the game, and hit the shallows right now. Last night I stayed up all night so I could get a very up-to-date report for today. I jumped from the river to Lower Gar to Upper Gar to East Okoboji, West, and Spirit and Little Spirit on every single spot I caught fish. One thing that everybody's asking me is, where are you fishing? Okay, I'm not fishing anywhere specific, but I'm fishing certain structures. I'm fishing only 1 to 6 foot deep of water. Bridges, canals, pinch points, windbreaks, drop-offs, docks, and especially downwind shorelines. Last night was brutal wind. Most people were probably home in bed and never thought about going out. But I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning and hit it, and every spot that I was on the north side facing into the wind, I pounded the walleyes. And what I'm using is mainly plastics. Plastics with 1/8 or 1/4 ounce jigs. The Slurpees are real popular for me. I love them. In fact, the ones I have right now have no color on the head. They started out with color, but they no longer have color because they bounce off the rocks so many times. So in my opinion, the color really doesn't matter so much on the jig heads. Another one that I really like is the Neon Moon Eyes, and because they're so smooth head, they hardly get snagged in the rocks. They seem to kind of just snake in between. And if you've ever jig fished shallow, especially, you know that the snags are there. You're gonna lose jigs. So if you come in, get more than 1 box if you don't have a bunch at home. Along with the jig heads are the type of bait. Right now, white is hot, purple white, and this color is called olive shad. The reason why these are hot because those walleyes are feeding on baby drum, crappies, and they have a similar color to that. In one night though, I can go through a pack of those because if I get missed bites, they eat the tails off. So don't go out with just a couple, make sure that you get plenty. Anything that's a shad, purple white, any type of shad bait, flicker tails are all perfect right now, paddle tails. One thing that I notice people are doing wrong when they fish, they ask me, how are you fishing it? Your cadence about how you use that rod. I see a lot of people, they reel way too fast. 1 or 6 feet of water, slow it down. Those fish are looking for an easy meal. They're sitting in the rocks, they're waiting for something to come by. So make sure you're sliding that bait over the top of the rocks, dropping into the pockets, giving them a chance to get it. If you're not getting any strikes, slow it down even more. Give your couple pops, give it a little bit to get them excited. And once that bite's on, hang on. In the last 3 weeks, I've caught 10 fish that are over 25 inches, 28 being the biggest. You can go anywhere in the country, and I'm telling you, those are big fish, and they are all local.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, you don't have to travel to do this, do you?
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, this fishery up here is incredible, and you just gotta put in your time.
Put in
right?
the time. Yep.
Typically, then I seen you had dissected some fish, Tim.
Yep.
So you're actually seeing what they're feeding on, and
Yep.
matching your hatch like we always talk about,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
So you mentioned little drum.
Yep. Baby drum and baby crappie. I've had yellow bass. We've taken out a fish, and I've even had a small walleye taken out of a bigger walleye.
Really?
Yeah. So they will
Okay.
eat their own.
Eat
You know,
their-
if they're hungry, they'll eat. So now's the time to get them. Can't stress it enough. Persistence pays. I'm really not that much better of a fisherman than any other guy. I just out there way more.
Yeah.
So don't feel like, oh, this guy is really good. People outfish me all the time. It's just the fact that I can be there more often, and if you're there more often, your chances are higher to get more fish. So,
Are you getting a lot of your typical fish? Or are there a lot in the slot right now when you're fishing the slot?
right now, if you're fishing in the areas that require a slot, 90% of the fish I'm catching are in the slot.
Okay.
With the new change coming in January, with what I'm hearing is a 19 to 26,
Yep.
26, that 18-inch number is almost 90% of my fish.
So
Yep.
if you want to keep a few,
Yep.
you'll be able. Once that changes.
That changes.
Yep.
But you got to remember places like the river, Silver Lake, and a couple other spots that have a 5-fish limit, no size limit. You can go over there and find some fish to keep if you're, but don't get greedy with it.
Right.
Keep a bunch. Give some to your family, friends if you want. But the problem is once somebody finds out, then they tell somebody, and it just keeps multiplying. I've seen some spots that ended up with 1 or 2 people now have 20 or 30 on it.
Sure.
Because they've seen the bite happen.
Yep.
But I'm here to tell you from last night, I went to 9 different spots, and every single spot caught fish. My biggest one was 28 last night.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
on a spot that I never fished. So they're there. You just got to get out and hit it.
Are you picking up any other species? Are you getting some northerns?
A lot of white bass.
What-
Last night I caught another northern.
Okay.
Last week I was fly rodding walleyes, and I caught white bass, yellow bass, pike, and walleye. Everything was eaten.
Okay. And then the river bite.
The river bite's good. You got to
Okay.
find those pockets. The river's shallow, but there's some deep holes. And what I'm catching is called pencils. I think there's long, skinny fish. I release almost all of them. But there's a lot of fish. If you find those holes, I found a hole that was only 6 foot deep in the Little Sioux, and I'm here to tell you there's 20 fish stacked in there. It was just a nonstop
Awesome.
bite. So the fish are here. So.
All right. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate
Yep,
your
you
help,
bet.
man. I
Thank
really
you.
do.
Yep.
Appreciate all the information, and I hope our viewers will be able to pick up on this and get out and enjoy
Absolutely.
everything. Thank you, everybody. We look forward to seeing you this fall. Come on down. We've got lots of events coming and a great place to come and relax. Thank you.
Thank you.